All right, guys. Well, here we are. Australia are the champions, and the eventual result of something that all of us are very aware of that it was coming, but we were still hopeful because after that mammoth of a total of 469 in the first innings, well, it had Australian dominance written all over it. Especially when, getting past 300 seemed like a distant dream. Getting to day 5 seemed like a distant dream when you've lost 4 wickets under 100. But thanks to Ajinkya Rahane, thanks to Jadeja, thanks to Shardul Thakur for putting up a fight against that potent bowling attack and giving us that ray of hope that probably this could go away. But here we are. Australians are the champions of WTC 2021-2023 and India are runners-up once again. Now, when you talk about India, where do we start? Let's talk about, when Rohit Sharma won the toss, and it just gave us so much hope, and all of us who were jumping with joy is because, the conditions suggested so, the prediction suggested so, that taking bowling first was the right option. But he was heavily criticized when he did not pick R. Ashwin in the squad. Now, some said that it was the right decision is because just the kind of pitch it was, it looked like Ravindra Jadeja was the right option, especially because given his batting records. But then some said that Ravichandran Ashwin is the kind of player who can eventually take out the pitch from the equation absolutely. And I think in hindsight, all of us agree with those opinions. But either way, it was Rohit's call, and the highest wicket taker of India sat out of the WTC. Well, that happened. Secondly, when you put up a mammoth total of 469 in the first innings, and then just the way the batting order failed us in our first innings, and we gave them a lead of 176 runs, and then the Aussies went on to add another 270 runs, giving India 444, a record setting to be chased down in a WTC final. It was an uphill task from the very beginning. But just the way Rohit Sharma and Cheteshwar Pujara came out to bat, and the kind of, the initial phase, the way they played that, just gave us that hope, that just slightest chance that maybe, just maybe, this will be he got out. He was on 49. He got out of his zone to play a cover drive on a ball that finally landed up and handed it over to Steve Smith in the slips. And then Jadeja got out on a duck, and then there was no coming back from that. There was just no coming back from that. What really frustrates you is not the fact that we lost to Australia's bowling attack and taking away no credit from them. They were just too good. What really frustrates you is the selection of shots, rather the application of shots. And that has become the biggest talking point. Interestingly, a lot of, big names out there and experts out there have come out and spoken about it. If you hear Mr. Sunil Gavaskar in the post-match review of the game on India's prime broadcaster, you'll realize his frustration. It's come out. He's spoken about big names who were nearing a personal record. He's spoken about, losing 8 wickets in a session and not being able to put up a fight. He's spoken about Day 5 being absolute shambles and just the frustration, which is in every Indian fan's mind and soul, and it's